Hello brothers and sisters, this is Chuck. Chuck's Off the Grid World. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to replace the brake rotors, but the calipers, not the rotors but the calipers on my Lex 3.0. There was a recall on them. I filled out paperwork on it and I got them from Lexus Lectric in about 3 days. Super fast. I've got them in the box there. We're going to open the box up and see what's inside. Thank you for watching. Okay, the box is open. We got Nico, the bodyguards right here. Say hi, Nico. Say hi. We got, looks like 2 calipers. I don't know if that's the front one or the back one. There's another caliper. We got a little bit of paperwork that says pretty much nothing. We got replacement cables. I'm assuming one of them's for the front and the other one's for the back. But we want to attempt this to see what it is, see how difficult it is. I'm not a professional e-bike mechanic, so take that with a grain of salt. I just doing it for myself. And we got some of these little good guys here. I think I've scanned those and they didn't do much for me. I can't find any place on the internet that has how to install these things, so it's going to be a first time for me, and we'll see how it goes. Thank you. Okay, brothers and sisters, this is the tools I believe we're going to need. Need some snips here to perhaps to set the I don't know what this is called right here, but I'm going to have to repinch it down. Kind of a ratchet, 2 sockets, one's 4mm, the other one's 5mm, a couple screwdrivers for I don't know reason why, and some snips for cutting that wire. I'm looking at this, my bike here, and I'm looking at this rear brake. It matches up with this rear brake here. Totally different design. Totally. I'm not sure how this is going to work out, but I don't understand why they got this piece of metal in there. I can't figure that piece out unless it's just to hold it apart or something. I don't know. But this is a lot different here than this part up here. I'm not sure how this is all going to go together, but we're going to go after it. You know, I think I'm going to need you guys to help me online here, because I don't know what I'm doing. Lectric says they'll send as much as $100 toward the replacement of these brake calipers. Well, it's all fine and dandy, but I kind of like to do it myself. See if I can figure this out. Okay, that's a 5mm there. Let's see if it's in the camera. I want to back it up just a little bit. How's that? Okay. Take my ratchet. Loosen it. And then there's another one right here. Unloosen it. Okay, the whole thing's starting to come loose. Well, that's good or bad. I should have something to sit on out here instead of sitting right on the concrete, but yeah, it kind of is what it is at this point. Maybe I'll get me a pillow. It's not fun getting old. Getting old's not for sissies. Okay, there's one screw out. Look at it. See, it looks like it's got a little bit of Loctite on it. Can you see that blue right there? That's Loctite. I'm going to have to see if I get some Loctite out there in the garage to put back on these screws. That's just to keep them from coming loose. Okay, that's off there. Alright, let's just see if this one kind of goes back. Oh, well, okay. We got locks tight on the screws already. See it? Right there. So I don't have to put any additional on there. This is... Man, it won't come out of there. Really? Okay, I'm going to have to back it out with the ratchet. It's so tight. I guess that's that Loctite that's probably causing it to come back. To release it. It's doing what it's supposed to do. Okay. There's one screw out. One Allen screw. It's that 5mm. The other one. Okay, now this will go back onto this. And stick the brakes. Okay, that was easy enough. Alright. Now, put the screws into place. The other screw back into place. What I found interesting is the box came from Indianapolis, Indiana. So this must be a distributor for this particular brand of brakes or something. I don't know. But I thought it would come from Phoenix, Arizona. Okay, now what do we got? Okay. The brake shoes are on the rotor properly. Let me just snug these down a little bit. Can't turn it by hand. What's got me kind of stumped about this whole project is this right here. Is these cables. So apparently they didn't give me this. They didn't give me this part of the cable. I had to slide this cable back through the outer housing, which I don't know if that's going to be fun or not. I'm kind of guessing it's going to be. Okay, it's a little bit snug. I don't know what the torque stamp rating should be on these, but I'd have to guess. I'll get my torque wrench out and put some torque on them. Okay, now we got this thing here just wobbling back and forth. It's got screws there, Allen head screws. Not really sure. I think there's a little bit of adjustment on that right up here sideways, and the same with the back. So what I'm what I would assume would happen is we need just to snug this down a little bit so it's finger tight. Okay, that one's snug down. Still going to change my rear fender. I've changed the front fender, made it white off my wife's bike, and I'm going to take the white fender off of hers and put on this one. Why? Just because I can. It just be different. You go to some places and you can't even tell which one's your bike. They all look alike. There's so many of them around. Okay, see that? Okay, it seems to spin all right. Let me make sure we're finding the center here. Loosen that up just enough to move it. Loosen this one up just enough to move it. Okay. Feels like the center would be about right there. I don't know if there's any technical way to do this. I'm sure there's probably 50-page instructions from an engineer. Still turns okay. This one here in the back, I'm gonna have to adjust it as well. Okay. Snug it down. Okay, now I got this cable to deal with. I think that
Nico's back.
What I'm going to do, hey Nico, hey little girl, say hi to the camera. Hi. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to use the original cable and just to make sure everything's working before I swap the cables out. Okay, so that means I'm going to have the 4mm to loosen that screw up to take this cable loose. I'm going to reach over and grab that 4. Oh, I already got it here. Right here it is. I got it. I'm ahead of myself. Unusual. Okay. Break this one loose. Nope, I'm wrong. It's wrong. It's a 5. Okay. Break it loose. There it is. Okay. Now, how do I get this loose? I think I'm going to have to take this screw most of the way off. I'm hoping I'm getting this in the camera. I'm not really sure I am. Take the screw all the way out. Okay. The nut fell off the back side. The screw came out. And now the cable just pops out of there. Alright. There's the nut and the screw. Now, what we have to do is unscrew this from here. There's threads on it. It's adjustment threads. I'm not really sure why you'd have to replace the cables. Okay, slid right out from under there. Alright. Okay, that's off. I think I need to put the screws and stuff back in it. Why, I don't know why. Just otherwise just get lost somewhere. Don't know if these brake calipers are worth saving or what. Don't know. There's just little tiny brakes in there. Can you see the brake pads? They're just tiny. Interesting. Okay, where am I? All right, I'm gonna try to put this cable back on here. We got this thing here. We got a new one here. Take that one off. Slide this cable through here. Maybe, maybe not. Let me unscrew this all the way. Okay, now I find out why they replaced the cable. Because, okay, in the garage got me some pliers, so I need to try to pull this cable through a little bit more. Adjust this down some more. See how my adjustment is up on the front on the handlebars. And you want a little more slack. Okay. Now, see if I can get a little more cable on this. All right, it's tight. Let's see if we got any brake at all. We do. I'm gonna get my torque wrench. Just a moment, please. Okay, here's my torque wrench. I don't know what the torque's supposed to be on those Allen heads, but I'm gonna guess 40-pound torque. That's why it's got it set at 40 pounds. I got it set at 42 pounds. There's 40 pounds right there. Let's just see how that works out. Forty's probably not enough. Let's try turn this up to about 60 pounds of torque. And there's 70 pounds. Let's see how that works out here. Okay. I still don't think that's quite enough. Let's turn it up to turn it up to 100 foot-pounds of torque. Inch pounds, not foot pounds, inch pounds. Big difference. There's 100 inch pounds. Okay, there you go. That's about right. It just feels right. Okay. Alright, all those at 100 inch panels. Let's try this in here. Alright, so all the 100 inch panels. Okay, now I'll test the bike out. I'm not going to film it, make sure the brakes work, but okay, brothers and sisters, let's try this front one and see how it works out. The back one, I took it out for test spin, it works fine. So, we're getting somewhere. Same deal with this one here. I'm going to take the cable loose first. Take the 4mm. Made that mistake before, I think. Got to go all the way. Take. I didn't have to take that off that time. Okay. Cable's out of there. Need to unscrew the cable from this mount. Why they give you another mount screw? Well, I guess you need to do that. Okay, pull this cable out through here. Alright, now let's see if I can put this cable through here and mount it before can't get this one piece off of here because of this thing. Okay, so I'm going to cut that thing off with my trusty little wire snips, which I have somehow lost. Hey, when that happens. Okay, there they are. These little snips right here, we're just going to snip this thing off. Just like that. Boom, bah. Okay, now I can slide this piece off of here. That piece slid off. I didn't replace the rear cable, the whole cable through there. This bike's only got 230 miles on it or something like that. I don't see any reason to replace the cable if I don't have to. I'll have a spare, that way I'll have a spare cable in case I have a problem with it. Okay, now we got this. This piece goes like this. And so I want to try to get this thing in place. Why I can see it. It's easy to get to. Okay, let's see. Where's my... That's the wrong one. Right here. I'm going to have to use a ratchet on it. Of course. Break it loose. Okay, it's loose. Should be able to turn this just short of pulling it off so I can start the cable. Put the cable down through there. didn't get it through. Okay. Let's try number 2 here. Loosen this up. Okay. Hold that with my finger and try to get that to go through there. A weird little thing. Almost acts like it's supposed to go on that side of that. Like that. Okay. That's about right. Now, I'll take these, set this up here out of the way. Take these 2 screws out. I wonder how much torque is actually on those. Let me put my torque wrench and see if I can figure out how much torque is on it. About 100 pounds. Yep. Maybe a little bit more than 100 pounds. I guess I'll have to retorque it. Retorque these. Having fun on a Saturday afternoon. Yep. Working on your e-bike is always fun. Screws out. That screws out. We'll clean this brake rotor up a little bit. Little carburetor cleaner. It's about the same as brake cleaner. Dirty rag. That'll work. Okay, just get the loose road junk off of it, if there's any. Alright, now this should go on there like that. Oh man, I can't get the screws out by hand. They got those things really torqued down. Or Loctite on them, I should say. Okay. Screw out. Allen screw out. Slide the brake caliper. The brake's on. Uh-oh. Did I put this on the wrong side of this mount? I don't know. No, I wouldn't think so. It almost looks like the mount for the fenders in a way. Maybe it goes on the other side of that. I'm not really sure at this point. Okay, well, let's just take this nut loose. Seems to like it on the inside. put the brakes on. And that seems, brakes are in there in place. Okay, put the Allen screws back on. Get that one started. Get that one started. Okay. All right, let's just snug them down just for grins. I wonder what Dick Van Dyke is doing today. He's getting close. He's 97 years old. He's trying to make 100. Like George Burns. I don't know exactly how old he lived to be, but okay. Let's see if we got any. Oh yeah. Let me get this front wheel off the ground so I can see how it feels. Alright, now I need to tighten up these two Allen screws. I think you just kind of wobble it back and forth and find where it's happy at and put some torque on it. If that don't work, you... Hello brothers and sisters, that job is complete. Took me, I don't know, about an hour to do it, but I didn't replace the cables. But I'm pretty sure if you took it to a bike shop, they wouldn't replace the cables unless they required there was something wrong with them. Wasn't anything wrong with the cables, so I didn't replace them. So now I got two brand new cables. In case I need to replace them, I have some. So remember, I'm not a licensed e-bike mechanic, so take whatever advice I've given you with a grain of salt. I wouldn't do it. Thank you for watching.